Jim, you're right. Expectations are always high here at Destrehan, but this class is special. We actually got the J.R. Blood. You have the quarterback that's a senior now, and you hear everybody say it. You have the John Emery, who's a big-time recruit, but he's a great kid. Quentin Tobar is a big-time recruit, who's a great kid. Not only great players, but great kids, and it's a fun group. They work extremely hard. They never let you down. It hadn't had to really push them a whole lot. Just a group that's really a bunch of leaders that want to win. They work hard, and not sure how many games we're going to win, but I think it's going to be a really special season because of the fact that we have great kids and great players. It's a good combination.
Just kind of the end of last season and what that.
Well, yeah, you're right. It's 93, and that's not acceptable here at Destrehan High School, in our opinion. We always, strive to be the best we can be. Our kids know that. Our kids expect that. We talk about the program all the time. Everything that we do is because of this program at Destrehan, and they know that 93 is not acceptable. And we lost to some good teams. Obviously, we lost to Hornville, who ended up in the state championship game, and we lost to St. Charles Catholic, who's coached by one of the best coaches, in the river parishes throughout the state. But it was disappointing, obviously, because when you go out to play every game, you want to win every game, and we didn't do that. And I think that our kids saw that, they understand that, and they know what they had to do to get better. And I thought our kids had an extremely good off season. Spring was really good, and just worked really hard in the summer. So they get it, they understand it, they know what the expectations are. So they've been working toward that here since the 93 season last year.
All right, well, enough about the past. Let's talk about this team this season, and you touched on your offense, but just talk about it. And, we can talk about John Emery all we want, but really everything circles around the quarterback. And again, a quarterback that's very experienced and has seemed mature since he came up as a sophomore, and just seems to get better and better as he's gone along.
That's all he's done is he came in as a sophomore when Coyne got hurt and won 5 games, and then Coyne came back and played at the end of the year. And then the next year he wins 9 games for us and lost some tough games. But he's a kid that wants to be the best, and he's a leader. He's respected by everyone. When you look up high school quarterback, that's the kid you want in your program. I think he's going to make us go. He's got tremendous weapons around him. He understands what we're trying to do. He knows what the offense can do. Obviously we have some great players around him. We talked about John Emery. Got a kid, Kyle Edwards, who's right behind him as a junior, who's really special too. And then probably as good a core receivers we had, probably as close to that 2007 team. So we got Quentin Tobar, who's a Mississippi State commit. Got a guy, Quincy Brown, who all of a sudden is a sophomore in Alabama, loves a 6'4" kid that can play on that weak side and run and go get it. And then we have 3 or 4 slot guys, Mark Trahan, Carl Lewis, Joe Washington, that can play. So I think the key is going to be up front. I really like this group. It's going to be a senior-laden group up front. Not as big, not very big at all, but guys that kind of get after it. So I think that's going to be a key for us also.
How many do you return?
We have 3. 3 will return on the offensive line, but those kids got to play at a high level, and I think if that happens, hopefully we'll have a chance to move football.
Well, we do have to talk about John, and just signed with Georgia as we record this. Having him in full strength this year is just crazy to think that this offense can do it.
What you don't know about John and what no one else knows about John is what he does off the field. I mean, if you watch him, you could ride around this parish in the summertime. He's up and down the levee. He's all over at the stadium, running stadiums, and at 12 o'clock during the day, just wants to be really good. He's a phenomenal work ethic, extremely positive around everyone else. You wouldn't know he's a 4-star running back going into our locker room. He's just a kid that wants to win. He wants to be good. He's handled this whole recruiting issue, I think, in a great way. It hadn't affected our team at all. Just a tremendous kid who who I actually missed one day this whole summer with all the trips and all that, and to only miss one day of our workouts is truly amazing. So he's a kid that's committed to us. He's committed to Georgia, but he still has a year, and we're so thankful for that here.
Let's talk about your defense a little bit, and I know there's some changes on defense. Talk a little bit about some of the personnel and people that the kids that we should do.
Well, I think our defense is going to have to start with our back end, our secondary. I think we have some pretty good players. You got at least 2 or 3 D1 guys back there. Dontrell Smith is real solid as a cornerback. He's a kid that's going to play D1 football. The other corner is a guy that put on about 25 pounds, and all of a sudden he's a recruit. Albert Wazoo, he's 6'2", real long, and can run. So we're excited about him. Champ Craven is our free safety. Champ was going to start as a sophomore. Last year, his junior year, he blew out his knee in the first player game against Slidell. So he missed the whole year, but we expect big things from him. And Denzel Riley is another safety that's going to be a D1 guy. So a lot of experience back there, except for the one corner that was his first year playing, but good players. So we're excited about that group. We think they're going to be, we think they can be really good in the back end. We got a D1 Southeastern commitment, and Alex Uzar at one linebacker. The other linebacker is a guy that's going to be a first-year starter, Dylan Whitted, who's a good player, but his inexperience hopefully that is not going to be a problem. But those two good. So our back seven, I think, is pretty good. I think those are guys that can play. Trent Smith is another one of our safeties that does a tremendous job. So we got all new guys up front. We have one guy coming back in Noah Talianchis, a big kid as a defensive end. He's going to be a junior next year, but he's going to be a D1 player. We got big Jeremiah Murphy and Xavier Shelby, 2 guys in the middle. Charlie Oliver is a guy on our strong outside defensive end who's going to be a guy that's going to be a first-year starter. So little inexperience there. I think Coach Scoball came in and did a tremendous job of putting his system in. I think we have a staff that's got 3 head coaches on the staff with Tim Taffy, who does a tremendous job up front, with Coach Scoball and myself. So hopefully we get these guys molded together and we can win a few games.
Talk about the schedule a little bit, and like you said, Slidell, and that's a team that we have high on our rankings as well. So that's going to be a really interesting matchup between you guys right after that. Yeah,
it's 2 teams that we both were waiting on. I think I really like Coach Favre. He does a tremendous job. I've been knowing him since we played when he was at Fontainebleau. He just runs a great program. He's a great person, and you like your teams playing those type of teams. And we've got a great relationship between the 2 of us. And he decided he wanted to play us and kind of upgrade his schedule. That's what he told me. I don't want to sound that way, but that's what he said. So and he's made us better because he's got a lot of great athletes. That quarterback, I tell you what, he can go. He can put some pressure on. He's got 7 back on offense, and they moved the ball quite well last year. And they had the stud at free safety, and they got some good guys around him. So it's going to be a good matchup. That's going to be a tough place to play. We got to go 3 out of 4 on the road early. We go Slidell, and that's going to be a tough road game for us. And then we come home and play St. Charles with Frankie Monica, and you know how that goes. He gets the most out of the kid that I've ever seen. And then, of course, you go to John Eric, this is their team they're waiting on. And then you add in Marcus Scott, who I think is tremendous. I've seen him work when he was here, So I think he's going to do a fine job there. And then, of course, start district with Hornbill. So the game, everyone, gets excited about it. But the best part about it is the talent that's involved in the game throughout the year. Between Hornbill and Destrehan, we've been real blessed to have great talent. And to have that talent on the field, just right across the river, makes the rivalry so good. So I think it's a great rivalry. I don't know if there's one better. I've never been in the Catholic League, but when that day comes around, there's only two people in the whole parish that love that game to be over with, and that's Coach Salt High, I promise you. But it's fun. But it's also a fun game. It's good for your students. It's good for your community. It's 2 good programs playing each other, and that's what makes it exciting. Well, I don't talk about winning state championships a whole lot. We talk about just being prepared, and we talk about playing for the program, doing everything program, and make, and if you take care of the little things, big things happen. And that's what our focus is all the time. Of course, everybody wants to win the big one. There's no doubt, you'd be a fool to sit here in my chair and not say that. But, we focus on the little things, win the next game, and hopefully that'll end up getting us where we need to be.
Coach Robicheaux, thank you for going.
Thank you, Jim.